friends, I want to thank you for allowing me to bring you the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus. I bring to you the story, Mary, the mother of Jesus. When Mary was a little girl, she wondered what would it be like when she was all grown up. The years went by, and one day something happened that no one could explain. The angel Gabriel, he appeared to Mary and announced that she was to be the mother of God. But what did this mean? She was about to be married to a wonderful man who was a carpenter in Nazareth. His name was Joseph. Then the angel came to Joseph and said that Mary was going to have a baby. That baby was God. Now Joseph was confused. But Joseph and Mary, they got married anyway. They had baby, and they named him Jesus. Many more things happened that were hard to understand. When Jesus was just 8 days old, they took him to Jerusalem to present him to God, as this was custom. Old Simeon was there waiting. When he saw Jesus, he said something like this: "Now I can die. I have seen the Messiah." When Jesus was about 12, Mary and Joseph lost him in Jerusalem, but found him in the temple. And he said, "Did you not know that I would be in my Father's house?" But Joseph's house was in Nazareth, where the carpenter shop was. The boy became more confusing as he grew and grew to a man. When he began to teach, he returned to his home synagogue and read from the scroll of Isaiah about the coming of the Messiah. He then said that he was the one. Mary must have remembered the angel Gabriel. But the people of Nazareth were very angry. They tried to throw him over a cliff. One time at a wedding in Cana, he had changed water into wine. And another time, Mary and his brothers came to see him when he was teaching. He said that those who followed him were his family, not them. Now his brothers were confused too. Then Jesus went to Jerusalem one last time, and Mary was there. When they put him on the cross, she stood watching. She was probably standing near or next to the disciple John. People have written beautiful music about this. It is called the Sabbat Mater, because the mother was just standing there. What was she thinking? Then Jesus lifted his head and said, "Woman, behold your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." The disciple, who was probably John, took her into his own home and cared for her into her old age. When they took Jesus down from the cross, Mary was still there. Sometimes you will see a statue or a painting of Mary holding Jesus in her lap. It is called the Pieta, which means pity, and a kind of devotion. That is how she felt. The next day, the next day was very quiet and empty. Then, on Sunday, the first Easter, Mary and another woman slowly went back to the place where Jesus had been put in the tomb. She needed to be close to him one last time. They saw that the stone had been rolled away and that somehow Jesus was still there with them as he is here with us now. When the disciples returned from Mount Olivet after Jesus had ascended, Mary and his brothers were there with them. They all waited in the upper room. Mary was there a week later when the sound of the mighty wind filled the room and the Holy Spirit came like fire. No one knows where Mary died or was buried, but she truly was the Mother of God. When she was all grown up, she kept growing. People still come close to Mary. They've named churches after her. They make pilgrimages to places where she seems especially close. This is one of those stories that doesn't end. Instead of ending, we will put out forget-me-nots, the flowers of Mary. They are called forget-me-nots, for that Mary will never be forgotten. I wonder what part of the story you liked the most? I wonder, where do you see yourself in this story? I wonder if we left anything out, would we still have that all that we need for the story? I wonder. Thank you for allowing me to bring this story to you, the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus. I miss you guys. Hope all is well. See you soon. Take care.